Hey guys, I'm back. This is gonna be kind of like part 2 to the last reading I just put up about the tarot community and the readers doing spell work on their subbies and other readers. So I wanted to talk about basically one of the readers that was in my dream that was about like, I want to say that was before, yeah, that was before I started my channel, before the 6 months ago, like 7 months ago. So she was in my dream, the Indigo Chosen one, Indigo Chosen, what was it? Starseed, the Alchemist, right? So I wasn't aware of any of this shit was going on. I wasn't aware that they were targeting me because I was already being, I was going through my spiritual warfare with several different people, not just them. When you're going through spiritual warfare, sometimes it could be hard to pinpoint who is actually doing the work. And that's because it's several different people. Like when you're chosen to do something, when you're called to do something, 9 times out of 10, and y'all know, because this will be confirmed for you, it's not just your divine masculine's karmic, okay? It's your family, it's your friends, your best friend, it's your sister, it's your strangers, it's your co-workers, it's fucking random ass tarot readers that you never met before. Like, it's seriously. So, that's why I was led to tarot. Like I said, I actually was led to tarot by a tarot reader that I got a reading from her. This was the first person that ever read me. I never let anyone read me before outside of my family. Now, technically, I've never actually got a reading before her because my mother used to go to other tarot readers when I was a little girl, and she would get readings unbeknownst to me because I was so young. But she had let me listen to one of them one time. That's how I know that she's been getting readings on me. But a lot of you guys have these situations, so that's why I'm telling you like what I've gone through. So to me that doesn't really count because I never asked to get a reading. So yeah, like I said, your mother could have been getting readings on you since before you were born. I just split the deck and it was like that. So yeah, so this was like the first reading that I ever got. Like, I honestly didn't have her on Facebook or anything. We were friends of like, her sister was my ex-boyfriend's friend. It was like some shit like that, but we were cool, whatever. Her sister actually, like, she actually helped me because I was in an abusive relationship, and she was really close with my ex-boyfriend, and I was in an abusive relationship. So she had helped me one time because the man was he was abusing me one time in front of everybody outside. So we actually had to like fucking like, she even got somebody that hated me to help her and shit like that. Like, we was in her car. I'll tell y'all the story one day with the full story, but basically that's how I know her. Like, I knew her, I found her on Facebook. Like, one day, like, her profile just showed up to me, and I was like looking at her reviews and stuff, and I just was like, maybe I should get a reading because I knew shit was going on. Like, I've been psychic since I was a little girl. Like, I just was introduced to tarot like 3-4 years ago, but at the end of the day, I have been, a medium since I was a little girl. I've always had connection with people that passed away in my family and people that were strangers. Spirits always come to me, and I always had prophetic dreams. So I didn't really need tarot, but I did need tarot because of all the spiritual warfare that I was going through. Tarot is a builder. It's to help. It's a tool to help you basically build confidence in your gifts. It's just used as confirmation, okay? It's never you're never supposed to rely on these tools. You're always supposed to build on your own discernment, and that's what this is for. It's just it's like a training. So a lot of times I tell people, like, you know, they be like, oh, do you know, these cards, like a lot of readers can tell you that these cards are just confirmation. We already be knowing what's going on. Like, it's just that, you know, sometimes when it comes from a stranger's mouth, you're gonna be like, why the fuck are you gonna tell me that shit for? Like, why should I believe you? You know, shit like that. So that's why these cards are here. That's why a lot of readers do use cards. Like, in my personal readings, 9 times out of 10, I'm not using cards, especially if I do know you and I've already have a connection with you. I don't need cards. But I say that to say this because basically when I was going through all the spiritual warfare, I did need someone to guide me. I was introduced to this woman on Facebook, and she was a tarot reader in my community. She doesn't have YouTube or anything, but she was a tarot reader in my community, and we actually became like almost best friends, like type shit. Like after the first reading, she connected with me, and she basically, you know, she knew that I was very gifted. And before I was a spiritual advisor, before I even did my skincare line, you know, because I did skincare before this, I was actually a financial advisor, and I was a broker for business loans. So I was very, you know, gifted in that field. Like I was, you know, honestly, like a top, you know, tier. So I helped her a lot in that aspect, like the business aspect of things, and you know, shit like that. So I thought that I was like, you know, I thought that we were exchanging a lot of the time, the energy, but it really just became like one, like her leashing, like, because she even wanted to collab with me. We collabed together, and we were selling Buddha necklaces and stuff like that. So I barely sold any of the necklaces because of the energy that was attached to it. Everything else I would sell, but not those necklaces. It's because the Most High was blocking that collaboration as a whole. So she basically wanted me to learn tarot. I did her tarot class, but her tarot class was like, she only taught like 3-4 classes, and then she stopped. Maybe even less than that. I would have to, like, you know. But basically, I had to teach myself tarot. It was just her, like, you know, reading the lesson plan, and we would like pull cards, and I would like just give my interpretation of what I felt like was going on. So basically, you know, after that, she stopped doing the classes, and I just, you know, ended up learning tarot on my own. When the week that my daughter was born, actually, she made up some dumbass reason to stop being my friend. And it was like, you know, at a time that I was the most vulnerable. My daughter was in the hospital for a week when she was born. She was premature. So she knew that. She was like my only friend at that time, you know, that my closest friend. And my baby father and I weren't getting along at all. So she waited until that time. Like a lot of times, like these women, they'll know what's coming. Like they know exactly what's going on, and they know when to, you know, how to lower your self-esteem. And I say women, but it could be anybody. It's these people, they get close to you. They, you know, and this is the only person that I gave my natal chart to at the time. I didn't know that my natal chart has to be, you know, given to someone that I could really like trust. Like, you know, don't give out your information to these readers. A lot of times, see, you have to really use your discernment when you getting these readings. Even when you listening to tarot readings, you guys use your pendulums. Like, okay, so I want to give a shout out to Elite Empress. I said Elite Empress. Empress Liliana. I want to give a shout out to her because she really helped me confirm what the fuck was going on, because I knew, but then it was like I was blocked, like these bitches was playing with my crown chakra, like in my third eye chakra. So it was like her reading really confirmed it, and I've been looking for a reader that could tell me the truth, like that I could trust, and I vouched for her 100%. She will give you your reading, okay? She's not going to refund you, or she's not going to just take your money, like, period, point blank. And she gives you a lot of information, a lot of sacred information that has been given to her by her ancestors, okay? So I 100% vouch for her. But basically, I already knew about, you know, being attacked by, you know, readers. Like, I knew that that could happen. So that's why I was very, like, careful with who I read for. And I was trying to pick someone that didn't have, like, any connection to me, like, directly. So they can maybe be professional about it. But that backfired because these bitches are weird. But, yeah. So I'm glad that I, have at least a couple people that I could trust for confirmation. But there's bitches that are real life jealous out here. Like, they'll get the messages and they'll real life steer you wrong. Like, they'll real life steer you wrong, bro. That shit is crazy. But so I wanted to, okay, so leading up to my feature with Disruptors magazine, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all this because I don't know. For those of you who don't know me, I had a son, and he had passed away. He was a stillborn, and his father actually passed away too on my birthday, a couple hours before my birthday. So it's really hard for me. My birthday, well, not anymore really, but it's still like that lingering energy. Like, his energy is very much heavy. Both of their energies is very much heavy around my birthday. So it's still grief. You know, it's still grief behind that, but I have a different understanding now with death, you know, and me being a Scorpio, it helps me understand death, and me being a medium, you know, I understand that we don't really die. So it's not as much grief as it was before, but because my baby father was murdered, that's the reason behind the grief mainly. And so was my, you know, son. My son was, you know, they attacked me with death magic. And I almost died when I lost my son as well. So it's like I went through several spiritual deaths. Like, I've gone through spiritual deaths, and that shit is painful. Like, that shit, like, you know, I've been suicidal before. I've been, like, gone through depression. I've been attacked through that. Like, literally, people will know what you go through, and they'll literally sit there and keep attacking you or keep antagonizing you. Like, I'm not going to speak on certain things because I know certain people be watching me, but there were certain people that was around me that literally did shit on purpose so that they could trigger me with my child, you know, and with my baby father. But that shit didn't do nothing but basically force me to get on my path. Like, my angels, they never stray me away, like, from you know, they never lead me wrong. Like, every year on my birthday since 2016, when my baby father passed away, they always grant me wishes. They always bless me. This year, they blessed me with my magazine feature with Disruptors magazine. And it was a lovely surprise that it actually came out the day after my birthday, because it been supposed to come out like, I think, like a few weeks before. So it's like they literally made it like, wait. It's so funny how they work. But so before that, I was getting downloads in a kids show, because y'all know I watch kids shows with my daughter. So there was basically this show, and the little girl, she kept going through her birthday over and over again, the same thing. Like, honestly, my birthday has not been good. Like, my birthdays, they've never been good. Like, it's like it's like shit just be going fucked up, like really fucked up. Like, you know, I've had really horrible things happen to me on my birthday, so I don't really celebrate it like that. But this year was different. It was different. So in the show, it was basically her going through the same thing over and over again, the same birthday. She had to really relive the same birthday over and over again, right? Until until she broke the curse. It was a curse. She basically had like a horrible birthday. Everything was going wrong. Her dress was fucked up. Her hair got fucked up. Shit was breaking. Her gifts was breaking. All types of shit, right? So basically her fairy godmother granted her a wish. And her wish was that she could do her birthday over again. But see, look, it's a genie. So, but the catch was that she would have to live her birthday over and over again until she enjoyed it. 8 of Pentacles. So somebody did spell work on you guys, so that your birthday could be, you know. But it's not really about your birthday. A lot of spell work. A lot of people do magic around your birthday. Because of the energy. That's how you know, like, black magic is being done on you too, because, you know, numbers, birthdays, death days are significant. Yeah, Empress. So this could be your mother. So it could be your mother that does spell work on you. Somebody here is doing work, and you see this lady, she's like half dead. She's like half dead, and she's like, she has this man's head. So this could be someone that wants a marriage, or someone does spell work. So it's like a time loop. So basically in the show, she had to relive her birthday over and over again until she enjoyed it. I can attest to that, because this birthday, it was different. Like, usually, you know, I go mad hard for my birthday, try to enjoy myself, but I usually end up being the person to celebrate my own birthday. Like, nobody ever does that much for me, except for maybe my dad, or, you know, but it's not a lot, you know. So I go all out. I spend money. I get a hotel. I get my hair done. I get my nails done. I try to go shopping. I do shit like that, but it all in the end, it's just me spending a whole bunch of money and on me and other people, because it'd be like a whole bunch of people that want to celebrate with you, but they don't do nothing to celebrate you. Okay, if you get it. So this birthday was different. It was like, I didn't actually, it was still people blocking me and stuff, but I didn't get my hair done. I didn't go where I wanted to go. But I still enjoyed myself. And I looked mad good. Okay. But I had a good time. And then the next day, my feature came out, and I was really much happy. So I could really feel that way. And it's my 25th birthday. So basically, I was getting like a download about like a coronation, like crowning. Because that's what she was going through in the kids show. Like the next episode, I think it was like her being crowned. Like a graduation type shit. Six of Swords. So this is like you being able to tell your story, tell your truth, speak your truth about your death or about someone's death here. Knight of Swords. So you could be getting some backlash, or I could be getting some backlash after this. I don't give a fuck. 5 of Swords, yeah, because there's people that's trying to compete with you, an Earth Angel. They don't like the fact that you tell your truth. They don't like the fact that you can sing. So some of you guys could sing. The Devil. This could be some industry shit, some occult shit, some succubuses, incubus. This card always gives me like stripper vibes or prostitute vibes. So this could be a stripper prostitute that's in the industry, sold her soul. Ace of Pentacles. So somebody's mad because you got a divine blessing. Okay. From your ancestors. That's why the roots is here. So they could have did roots on you. 8 of Cups. Trying to create illusions. The Knight of Pentacles. So they're trying to create illusions here and slow down your divine blessing. Slow down your money. 2 of Swords. King of Pentacles. And they were also trying to block out this King of Pentacles. This could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You could be a Scorpio. There's a Gemini here. There's a Libra. My baby father that passed away is a Libra. And so is my daughter. So is my father. Wheel of Fortune. So basically everything is going back in your favor. The time loop is broken, as I said, with this right behind that 5 of Wands, with this spiritual warfare from this voodoo warlock. Okay, so there's a voodoo warlock, and this could be a Virgo, that was doing spell work on you, and it was because they were in love with you. They wanted to turn you into Medusa, and as you know, Medusa was actually a victim. She was raped, because someone basically wanted to violate her temple. They wanted to violate Athena's temple, and also her most favored high priestess. So something like that. Like, I guess this person saw you as like some sort of like prize. Like, you could be getting accolades, you could be getting celebrated, and they see you as a prize, and they wanted to conquer you. But it's a curse, so they cursed you. They wanted to curse you. 7 of Pentacles, they did work on you, okay? To create towers in your life. And keep you in hangman and in hot water. They wanted to keep you in this energy. The Moon, secrets being exposed. These people are watching you with the Page of Swords. It's a headless horseman. So they're doing, you know, watching you from fake pages. They're creating fake pages. Wow, the Moon. So I saw this kid show too. And one of them, basically, it was like this little boy. Okay, so it was Hansel and Gretel. It's a kid show, but it's based on Hansel and Gretel. But it's like some dark shit. In the show, Hansel and Gretel are twins, right? They're twins. They're brother and sister. But basically, they went to go start a new life because their parents tried to kill them. So their parents tried to kill them. When they went to go to a sacred place, they went to a sacred place where they would be protected by the mother earth, or the tree of life, something like that. They was protected. They was in a sacred place where everything was balanced and harmony and shit like that. So they built their home, and they said that only they could stay there. Mother Earth said that they could stay there only if they kept the balance. They took only what they needed. So it's like Adam and Eve, like the Garden of Eden. So what happened was, Hansel, the male, he ended up getting addicted to hunting the animals. He ended up getting addicted, and he ended up turning into an animal, which was like a werewolf type thing. So he turned into this creature because he would not stop murdering the animals. Gretel was too busy trying to basically like create like an illusion of peace in her home. So she basically ignored it. Mother Earth told her that she had to give, she went to Mother Earth and she asked her what she should do. And she said she had to give him back. She had to give him back to the forest, dark forest. Yeah, she had to give him back to the dark forest because he was gone. Like, she had to basically like she had to let him go. She had to tell him to leave. Like, she had to kick him out. So she said that she had to do it before he turned on her. And she said, "Oh, you would never do that to me." And he ended up doing that. He ended up almost killing her because he turned into this creature full on. Like, it was basically like, so he kept on, Hansel was a vegetarian. She kept on eating berries, and she was eating berries and vegetables and shit like that. But he was, see, 6 of Cups, brother and sister, twins. And also she, like I said, Granny Greeneth. It says Granny Greeneth. So she only ate berries and vegetables and stuff. But he would murder the animals. So basically what happened was, there was lords that came into the forest, and they seen him, and he basically ended up getting murdered by them. And before that, Gretel seen him when he came back to the house. He ended up killing like the most sacred animal. It was like a deer. It was like I forget what they're called, but the deer was like really big, and he had big ass horns. It was like the male of the deer, like, you know, it's a male deer, and he was like alpha male. So he was a very sacred creature in the forest, and he ended up killing that one. When he killed that one, he turned full beast mode. So he came back to the house. Yeah, look. Came back to the house, right? And Greta was like, you're not my brother anymore. Get out of my house. So then he tried to basically chase her and out the house, and he turned full beast mode. It was exactly like this picture. So what could have happened to you guys is your divine masculine could have been your twin. Your twin could have been getting spell work done on him to basically make him act this way towards you. So this could be like the spell work was causing so this could be the meat. This could be the food that he was eating. So this could be the meats that he was eating or the food that he was eating. Somebody could have been cooking this for him. But this food was basically making him into a beast. And he could have turned abusive towards you. King of Swords. Yeah, he was a tyrant. A Viking. So he was very hostile. He was very logical. He was harsh. He was blunt with his words. But also, he was Page of Wands. You see this? So Page of Wands could be abusive and childish. But this Page of Wands here, you see, when they killed him, they brought him back to the village. Gretel thought that he was dead. But the thing is, when they cut him open, Hansel came out of the werewolf body, a boy again. So it's like they killed him. So like this, basically, this spell work is causing a spiritual death for you and your twin. So your twin could have died a death just like you, but he had to turn into a beast first, and then they brought him back to life. You see this? Because they brought him back to life by killing him. They had to slice him open from that werewolf body. Yeah. Somebody could have red hair. Somebody could have red hair. Somebody could have pink hair. Somebody could be wearing bracelets. Somebody could like to dress. Somebody has an amulet. See, someone has an amulet. Somebody could be wearing waist beads. King of Wands. Anubis. So I see the Ankh here. So that's the and I see the Eye of Ra, which is behind me. So you are protected by Ra. You are Ra's children. Okay, and you know the Ankh. I have that tatted actually. The Ankh symbolizes life. Okay, the divine feminine and the divine masculine together. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do another reading.